God bless you all and welcome to my channel. I want to go through my prophecies and I want to speak about it. You know me that I have been saying and I have been prophesying war and military events and violence. I want to say again about Donald Trump and about some leaders. As long as you're going to be blessing these people, as long as you're going to be praying for their well-being, these things and wars and conflicts, they will never end. And I will prove you. If you go to my channel, you will see that I have been saying that Donald Trump is not the president of peace, is not the president of church, that he says he's a Christian and he believes in Jesus. This is all lie. And I will read to you my prophecies, my prophetic words. I will show you also some numbers and codes of the enemy. And with the events that are happening around you, you will see that I'm telling the truth. In my community, I was posting many times things that I saw. Like I saw the visions and I was posting it. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go through everything that I posted, things that are happening, things that are coming to pass. And I will show you, as I said, some numbers. And even if you don't believe me, like now maybe you're watching me for the first time, you don't know me, or you know me but you don't believe me, just stay till the end, at least to see and judge for yourself. So this president is claiming that this mission is a righteous mission against Iran. But I'm telling you, it's not a righteous mission. First of all, these kind of people, in their lives, everything revolves around money. It revolves around Satan, sacrifices, but also money. We see now that after the war started, how the prices of oil went up. And it's interesting, before the prices of oil went up, before they started the war, they took Venezuela's oil. So interesting. Anyway, let's go back to the righteous mission. Anyone who is claiming God told me that he will use that man, that this man is of God, whatever stories they're telling you about him, that is a lie. Now I want to take you to the news. First of all, I've noticed it on the CNN. I was watching the CNN news. On CNN news, the guy who was speaking about the war, he was holding Illuminati sign, the same sign that Trump was holding. I could not find the video because it was on the TV, but if I find on YouTube, I will post it in my community. I want you to pay attention to this. The woman is speaking about the war and the colors that she's wearing. What am I teaching you? I am teaching you red and black. For us as Christians, colors mean nothing, but the enemies, they're speaking through the colors and the codes, and I'm telling you what it means for them, what they are speaking about. The red and black, sacrifice, that's what I have been telling you. If you are watching me, then you should remember that I have been telling you about sacrifices, that there will be sacrifices. And if you go through my videos, you will find it how many times I said the enemy wants war, they want chaos, and they want sacrifice. Now I want to show you something. Look at these news. First post. And look what it says. Iranian Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps killed more than 1,000 Americans over the past 47 years. Interesting. Trump is the 47th president, and this is what United States are saying. That's what I'm telling you. You should know that all these things, they are staged. Now we're going to my prophecy, the prophecies that I released. So 4 months ago, I posted, it was even more than, I don't know why YouTube shows it like that, but I remember I posted in autumn of the last year. I said I saw the vision of the horse, like it's for battle, and I saw microphone. So because God has been showing me wars, horses, battles, microphone, I said the war will be announced. And long ago I saw a vision of mass media news channel announcing something. So God was showing me mass media, and he was showing me that war will be announced. And now we see this prophecy came to pass. War against Iran was announced. At the same time, look below that post. This is what I saw. I saw the vision of Netanyahu, and I heard his name in my spirit. I did not know what it means, but I believe God was telling me that he will be part of that war. That man is not of God. He's not chosen by God. He's chosen by Satan. He's doing the job of Satan. 5 months ago, I said I saw disturbing vision. I saw big ship like Titanic, and someone with a rope was pulling it down to drown it. And I said, the enemies are doing that. They want to sink the economy. They want things to go down like that ship, like that Titanic that sunk. That's what they have been doing to the whole world. And then 5 months ago again, I said I saw warning visions. I saw black waters. I saw vision of 9/11. That means emergency. I said emergency situation. Then God will show me a destroyer like that from Revelation, the Abaddon. I saw erosion, soil erosion. It represents grave. It represents death. I said someone was digging it. So in the spirit, enemies were digging graves. This means sacrifices, blood sacrifices. And I said, even though Lord will protect his own, we need to be ready. I saw feet of an elephant. That could be a big attack. You understand? When you see battle, when you see war and feet of the elephant, that means a big country will open the war. Then I said 5 months ago again, something's happening in the spirit. I saw visions of Trump and of Satan. And he was angry. And I saw switch, army, and feet of an elephant. Isn't it prophetic? So I saw Trump in vision of Satan. God was showing me that Trump is operating by Satan. It was 5 months ago. But it was more. I don't know. YouTube always shows less. But it was more than 5 months ago. And I saw switch in the spirit that they will put. That was like a switch. Satanic switch. That they will put the world in chaos. In that switch. In that war. Again, I said, I'm telling you, in my opinion, they want war. They want to create chaos and bring evil. The president, says he wants peace, but indeed he wants war. He wants chaos because Satan is a liar. Then 5 months ago, again, I said, I saw the vision, again, feet of an elephant. I saw feet of the horses. This means battle, war. I saw military uniform. Elephant can represent a country, big country. So you see that big country, it turned out to be United States. But that's not the end. It was a big vision. Also, I saw military uniform, but I saw, for some reason, red. They had red hats like this. So more countries will be involved. And I said, I believe war is coming. This is what I said. I said, this is very bad. I'm trouble in my soul, I said, of the things that I see. This all came to pass. I was telling you before that I saw the visions also of Israel. If you keep reading, if you keep going. I saw Netanyahu. I saw Israel. That they will be involved. Now I realize God was showing me they will be involved. Long ago I released a prophetic word that I saw war coming on Israel. And it came to pass, but that was not the end of the war. Now I'm going to take you somewhere else, somewhere completely different. I'm going to show you something amazing and the signs of the enemy and their signals. So Kamala Harris, Kamala represents lotus. Can you remember that lotus flower? And there is a reason why I'm showing you, because we're going to go back to my prophecy and I will show you that word, lotus. So this is 6 months ago, but I believe more. I said, what a coincidence. I made a video where I spoke about sacrifices. You see, even 6 months ago, I was speaking about sacrifices. And number 46, as JFK was killed at the age 46. And then even under my videos, when I went to my video, the amount of views was 46. And I said something is happening, like I prophesied this number 46. But what I want to show you is this lotus. Do you see lotus and deception? Here's the better photo of this. The Trump and Melania, they went to see Pope. And do you see lotus flower standing on the table? You can find it on the internet. Like you can go and Google it yourself. There is a reason. Look, Pope Francis, Donald Trump, Melania Trump, and lotus on the table. You know what? I'm gonna find it on the internet and I will put you separate photo. And go and check this video. Go and see my video, because you're gonna be amazed. So I'll tell you the story, and there is symbolism in everything. So in May 2017, Trump, he gave present to Pope, and that present was that lotus plant. It's called Rising Above. And of course, I took it to Gematria to see, and this is what we received. Look at the number 58. 58 is May 8. Guess what? This is when next Pope was elected to be Pope. Pope Leo was elected on that day. Here you go, May 8, 58. Then the next number we see is 68. 68, 68 is June 8. And how do I know this date? This is when the Trump stumbled. He stumbled. In my previous video, I showed this to you. I made a video about them stumbling. And then 121, if we're talking about December 1st, month number 12, Iceland. Isn't it interesting? The Kingdom of Iceland was established. And we know that Trump wanted Greenland. He wanted Greenland, but he confused it with Iceland. And in Davos, he mentioned Iceland. This is what he said. Iceland, and I know he did not confuse it. I know that had a meaning. There was a reason for that. But I wasn't able to crack that code of the enemies yet. So let's go to the numbers. I took Barack Obama's birthday, August 4, 2025, but I live in Europe, so first we put the day and the month. So it's 4/8, August 4, and the day when United States attacked Iran, the day of the beginning of the war. And look what we receive, 6 months, 24 days, 6/24. This is when iPad Go 2 was released, and we know that that movie, there is Obama, and there is letter V on his forehead. This is the movie about Antichrist. Then I took eclipse, 4/8, eclipse, solar eclipse with X shape, and I took the day when the war started. That's where things become very interesting. First of all, 326th day of the year is November 22. JFK was killed that day. He died. And you see 46 weeks. He died at this age. Here you go, November 22. He died at the age of 46. Sacrifice. I have been telling you that the numbers take us to JFK all the time. Very same number that I spoke about even before the war began. Here in my video, JFK and 46 and lotus and sacrifice and deception. Yes, I spoke about it from before. Now let's move on. I took the date of the war when the war began and the birthday of Donald Trump, June 14, 2026, the one that is coming. One of the numbers I received, 107, 107 days. This is the book that Kamala Harris wrote. It's called 107 days. And you remember what I said about lotus? That your name means lotus. And I spoke about it in my video even from before. It was so prophetic. How a war and birthday of Trump took us to Kamala. Do you see what I said in this video? Stage deception. Yes. If you want, you can go and watch this video, Lotus Deception. But now, as I'm talking, I want you to pay attention to the photo of Trump with a dove, white dove. It was taken in 1983. So it was made, the photo, dove usually represents peace. And it was made again in 83. This is what I'm telling you. All things are staged. I saw the trailer of the movie of Melania, and there she mentioned that name, peacemaker and unifier.
She will be that of peacemaker.
Peacemaker and unifier.
And Trump, this is how he calls himself. But with the words that he keeps opening, there is nothing about peace and unifying. I live in Cyprus, guys. I live right next to all these events that are taking place. And one thing I tell you, you have no idea, those who live far, those who live in United States, you have no idea what is happening here next to us. And the counter attacks that other countries are receiving. It's not just like so easy. They threw bombs on Iran, they destroyed the leader and everything is peaceful. No, they send attacks to Cyprus. We have military ships from France, from Greece came to defend the country. We are not part of this conflict, but they are telling us that they will attack. They attack other countries which were not part of the attack on Iran, but because they are allies of United States, because there are embassies of United States, people are dying because of what Trump has started. He's not peacemaker, but what I'm trying to tell you is, in 1983, he had this photo, and you see how prophetic, if you just try to use wisdom and see how prophetic it is. Trump with the dove, and then you see theater. The reason I posted the photo of theater, because God was giving me a vision, and we know that the Lincoln died in theater. And those who are watching me, you know how many times the enemies were using the codes and the numbers that were taking us to Lincoln that was shot in the head, the president who was shot in the head. And if you remember, those who are watching me in my community, even my community, if you go through my community, I posted it maybe more than a year ago, Lincoln. Maybe 1.5 years ago or even 2, I saw the vision of him. So God was showing me that they are using the codes of Lincoln. And he was shot in the theater. Anyway, that video that I released about Lotus, about Trump and theater and the games that they played, it was August 22nd. Then in September, Kamala came out with a book, and this is the day of the release of the book. And now I will show you in dates that they are liars and deceivers. So this is the date when the book was published. I live in Europe. First we put the day and the month, but the results that you will see, it's gonna be month and day. And the day when the war started, 28th of February 2026. The result is first 55, we see 55, Caesar died at this age, emperor. 22, letter V on Obama forehead in iPad Go 2. You all know about this movie, those who are watching me. iPad Go 2. And then 158th day of the year is June 7. So it's 6-7. June is month number 6. And what is 6-7? Do you remember the song that all the children, they were playing it? It was targeted children. It's a satanic song, 67. The guy who is singing the song, he says he has been doing satanic sacrifices and he's shedding the blood of the animals for promotion. If he wants something to do, the powers to do for him, he's shedding the blood, so he's doing satanic sacrifices. And I'm gonna tell you how they involve children. I'm gonna show you the satanic rituals. Just look what they do.
Oh, it's not on the same
6-7. Yeah. 6-7. Everybody. 6-7. Are you doing page 6-7?
We're not over that yet. We're not over that. Still very much a thing. She's pointed out 6-7. What page? Show me.
Yes, exactly. So now I took the date of the song when it was premiered on YouTube, 19th of February 2025, and I put the book of Kamala Harris when it came out. And this is the result, 216th day of the year is 8-4, August, for Barack Obama's birthday. Then you see 7-4, 7 is July, July 4, day of independence of United States. If you look to the right, you will see 51-84. 84 we already know that's Obama, but 51 is May 1st, and this day came before in the numbers, and I will attend to this date later because there are 2 meanings behind it, but I don't want to spend my time on this yet. And the reason I show you Caesar 55, because I told you in my videos they're worshiping Roman god Sol Invictus. This is the cult that started in 274 AD by Roman emperor, but this god that they worship is the soul, is Ra. It's Egyptian god Ra, is Satan, the one who comes as angel of light. Let's keep moving. Now I want to show you the date when Donald Trump came to Pope and he gave him that present, Lotus. This is the date, again the date when the book published, and the birthday of Kamala Harris. The reason I'm showing you these dates is because I will use them and I will show you how they're all connected and how they lead to each other. And this is all their games and deceptions that they play. Now, Trump gave Lotus, that is exact date. And Kamala Harris' book, exact date. And look to the numbers, 84, 8 years, 4 months, 8-4, it's Barack Obama's birthday. Here you can see Barack Obama was born on August 4, 1961. Now, the day when Trump gave Lotus, and the name Kamala Harris means Lotus, as I show you. So the day when he gave Lotus and Kamala Harris' book, they took us to Barack Obama. I told you, Trump is not against them. The day when Trump gave Lotus to Pope and the day of Kamala Harris' birthday that year, and look at the result, 216, this is 8-4, August 4, Barack Obama's birthday. But I told you, the day when the war started, when United States attacked Iran, and JFK birthday anniversary, the year that is coming, because I was showing you in my previous videos how JFK was always connected. So the war and the president that was sacrificed, that was shot in the head. And look at the result, 216 again. Without 0 is 216. Again, Obama is August 4. And then we see 126. 126 day of the year is May 6. 5-6 because May is month number 5. What is 56? Lincoln died at the age of 56. And I show you Lincoln before. And I show you in my community, I post vision of him even before all these things happened. Then one of the numbers that I have been teaching you is 3:16. Like the Bible says, John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only son. Sacrifice. So many times they use 3:16 in their numbers, in their codes, to signify sacrifice, to show the sacrifice will take place. I've been telling you that they're sacrificing people. So I took the day when the war started and 3:16, the date, sacrifice, and this is the number. I want to put your attention to 384. 384, it's 3 and then 84. Even in this number, there is Obama. And then 2 weeks and 2 days, 22, it was on Obama's forehead. Letter V, that is 22nd letter of the alphabet. In iPad Go 2. Here, I will speak slowly because you need to see and understand. Pope Francis died 21st of April 2025. Trump gave lotus to Pope Francis, and this is why I took the date of his death. The date of his death and the war. The result 3:13. It's March 13, third month. This is when Pope Francis was elected. He became Pope on 3:13. Then we see 107, 10:7. It's 107. Kamala Harris wrote book that is called 107 Days. So here we have Pope Francis and that Kamala Harris book and that lotus flower, which her name means lotus. Then I want you to look to the right and you see Obama, 44. He's the 44th president of United States. Do you see the irony? Do you see the deception? It's too much what they do. It's all lies. It is all staged. Now I took the day when Pope Francis was elected, 2013, March 13, and the day when war started, exactly the years. Look at the result, 47-35. Trump is the 47th president, and in his 47th presidency that the war started. And JFK, he's 35th president. So it took us to Trump and JFK. Now my question is, are they giving us hints? Will something similar happen to Trump? You know what happened to JFK? I do not know, but it's unbelievable how powers speak and how they're all connected. Now, this is the date of birthday anniversary of JFK, 2026 that is coming, and birthday of Trump because he came, Trump and JFK, their numbers came. I will show you something. Again, JFK and Trump's birthday. This is the result. This came before with different dates. 384, 3 and then 84 is Barack Obama's birthday. Then 2 weeks, 2 days. This is letter V on Obama's forehead. Wait a minute. Birthday of JFK and birthday of Trump that took us to these dates. They took us to Obama. But something else took us to exactly same dates. Exactly the same amount of seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks and percent. Here, this is when the war started. The war, because I told you it's a sacrifice that they do. And 3:16, for God so loved the world, because in United States, first month and day, so it's 3:16. Look at that. The exactly same result that came. Look, I put 2 screenshots together. Here, the one that is above is the war and sacrifice, 3:16, because as I said, in States it will be 3:16. And then JFK's anniversary and Trump's birthday that is coming 2026, because they both came in numbers together, 47-35, and we see exactly the same results. Exactly same codes of the enemy. Do not tell me that is coincidence. Even amount of seconds and minutes is the same. Do not tell me it's coincidence. How many times people were coming and mocking me? But I tell you that I know exactly what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Now I want to show you this. I posted 5 months ago. Sacrifice. You see, if you go back to that video of mine, I spoke about sacrifices. The red color that we see them wearing all the time, especially when they release the news, red and black, that these are sacrifices. They're showing us that the powers are sacrificing continuously people. I spoke about these things before the war started. I gave the prophecies of war before the war started, because God revealed it to me, and God said, go and say, go and speak, go and release. And this video, he told me to make this video because you guys that you're watching me, you need to open your eyes. Do you see now? This is what I have been telling you in my videos, but so many of you refuse to listen. So many Christians, they just close their ears, they close their eyes, like they believe satanic prophecies. They believe there is one, they call him man of God. I think his name is Jonathan Kahn or something like this. I remember when I was a baby Christian, so I just came to God. And I thought like he was of God. I didn't know many things. And I remember at some moment, God will show me his face. At that time, I thought I had to pray. I had to pray for people. And I really thought that I have to pray. And I pray when God shows me people. But when I started praying, I saw witchcraft. And I was naive. And I thought somebody was doing witchcraft against him. And I was praying for him. And later on, God revealed to me that I misunderstood. What he was showing me is this man is operating in witchcraft. Like he is a witch, male witch. And what he releasing is false and it's a lie. What he's speaking about Trump and the prophecy that he gives, this man is of Satan. That's what God revealed to me. Again, I want to say this. This is my own opinion. I do not make truth claims. This is what God showed me, my God. What he has been revealing to me, I speak about it. So this is my opinion and the opinion of the Holy Spirit. What the Holy Spirit is telling me, I'm posting. And many times I was telling you guys, these people are for war. Look, they're connected to each other. Look, these are the numbers. If you see, always numbers lead to Lincoln, to JFK, to sacrifices, to Trump, to Obama. And people were saying, like, I was really, really mocked. I was so mocked by Christians. And now, when you see wars, this is not a righteous war. Satan, when he gives power to the leader, he demands payment. They have to pay him back. Satan doesn't give anything for free. He doesn't say, okay, come, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. When people say, I sold my soul to devil, indeed, soul cannot be sold because it belongs to God, the Bible says. But they can sell their lives. That they can sell. They sell themselves. When they sell themselves and Satan gives them money and power, Satan comes for the payment. And payment is lives of people, is blood. Let me say this. The most powerful currency in the kingdom of darkness is blood. The most powerful payment is blood. So they are creating wars and conflicts so as they can sacrifice people. May your eyes be open. May your eyes be open, guys. May your eyes be open. God bless you.